Okay, kidlets, another installment of RoxburyScience. Today we're hauling poop. Okay, as you can see, it is a mound of manure that's all winter long. This is what we call a bedding pack, and oh my God, freshman, it smells like sauerkraut. Too bad you didn't have this in your bucket. Reason it smells like sauerkraut, there's some serious fermentation going on in here. Lots of corn, everything else, bedding. It literally smells like sauerkraut. Also with that, it's kind of cool, it's at a 30 below zero. This will never freeze. All those microbes in there are creating all kinds of heat energy, and you'll see steam coming out of this thing in the middle of winter. So that's why you want to have a nice thick bedding pack for all the cattle. So, and look at all the organic matter I'm putting back on the field. So everything that was harvested last fall is going back out there except for the grain. Physics kids, here's my handy dandy fixed manure spreader bucket. And this thing here is a miracle of hydraulics. And the idea is there's a massive pump inside this thing spinning like crazy. And all it is those two little levers right in front here. Those two little levers. They control the amount of oil going from one side to the next. And so it drives one side of the wheel or drives the other wheel. And then you got the hydraulics lifting the bucket. It's so much fun to drive, except after you do it a while, it gets really sickening. And then the last part here is this antique, everything's antique, that skid steers when I was in high school. This is a 1957 John Deere 420. What's cool about this thing is that it's a two-cylinder, and because it's two-cylinder, what has to happen with this is that it has a really long stroke. What that means, you remember from physics, is that with a really long stroke, that ends up giving it a huge amount of torque. So being two-cylinder, it's got huge pistons with really long connecting rods, and so the torque is pretty amazing. So this stupid old tractor, John Deere, perfected this in the 50s, actually back in the 20s, and it works really well. So again, it's all about using all the idea behind torque, so you're not going to set any land speed records with that engine, but it works really well for pulling stuff. A kid even pulls it in a tractor pull. Okay, well, let's load a little bit here, and we'll see if we can haul some. Oh, I really hurt my shoulder. I can't even lift my shoulder over my arm or my head. Oh, okay, let's see what we have here once. All right, we'll do a little bit, and see if it actually works. Get my butt in this thing. All right, we'll give her the beans. As you can see, hopefully, you notice my hands are doing nothing, but it's turning this valve, and it's making it go side to side. It's just making hydraulic oil go to one set of wheels and the other. On my other hand, that twists the bucket, and voila, like such. There's a good Donnie. All right, and we gotta do a donny. Oh, that one was lame. Better one. Woo! There's a good Donnie. There's a good Donnie. All right, and we gotta do a donny. 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 All right, and we gotta do a donny You'll hear the idea again. 2 cylinders, not much power, or not much velocity. Of course, you kind of get recited. Hi, neighbors. Point with all this, oh, she's gonna blow up, is I'm trying to spread this really thin because we talked about in field ecology. What I'm trying to do is no-till everything. Means I'm not tilling up the soil at all, and that means I plant right through this manure. And as we talked about, trying to make my whole little place here carbon neutral, I'll put her in gear and give her beans. Make the whole place carbon neutral is that without tilling the soil, you don't release that massive amount of carbon dioxide. And then hopefully what I'm doing is adding organic matter back to the soil. Now let's see. I got it. Spreading poop. Now, 2 cylinders, slow enough RPM, but massive amounts of torque. Listen to that power. 1957